Good evening, fam. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, all those good things. I hope that you made it through the holiday season in good health, and that your 2017 is already looking up. Welcome to another episode of Man Up Mondays. Today is January the 16th, Martin Luther King's celebrated holiday birthday, and so I hope you had an opportunity to get out and surround yourself with other people as we celebrate and remember the great strides that were made under the leadership of Martin Luther King. And maybe even if you spend some time with your family, men out there, fathers, maybe you sat down with your children and let them listen to some of his speeches, or just help to connect the dots between where he was in the civil rights era and where we stand today. And so with that being said, again, welcome to another episode of Man Up Mondays. Today's topic, or this month's topic, is entitled The Comfort Zone. And I'm going to tagline this one, Put Your Blanket Down. You guys remember Charlie Brown and his friends, and one of Charlie Brown's friends was Linus, and Linus would walk around with this blanket. And that blanket, Linus went everywhere with it. Matter of fact, there were a few episodes where people tried to take the blanket from Linus, and the entire episode was him fighting and doing things to get that blanket back because he needed it and he wanted it so badly. And so as men, I started to reflect on that. And what's my blanket? What's my thing that I have to have in life and from my day to day that gives me comfort, and without it I feel vulnerable, and without it I feel like I can't make decisions or I can't make moves. And so as I spent that time reflection, I thought that my comfort zone, my blanket, is need to know things before I do them. And so what do I mean by that? I like to know the ins and out of a situation before I make decisions. Now you might hear that and say, hey, that's wisdom, Anthony. I mean, who doesn't want to know maybe the potential setbacks or pitfalls of making a decision before they make it? And my response would be, you're right. And for most things we do on a day in, day out basis, there is wisdom in wanting to know, is this going to be a good decision or a bad decision? Here's where it becomes a deficit, and where it has in my life, where it keeps me stagnant. And there are certain times where you're not going to know, I'm not going to know whether or not this is the best decision for me. But if my comfort zone, if my comfort area is, well, if I don't know, I'm not going to make the decision, then I think what ends up happening, I know what's ended up happening in my life, is I miss out on things. I miss out on experiences. I miss out on doors being open. And so it's time for me to put my blanket down. And I challenge you to think about, what's your blanket? What's that thing that you require day in and day out in your relationships, at your job, even if you're single? What's that thing that you're always holding on to, and without it, you feel like you can't make a decision, you can't make a move? Whatever that thing is, whatever your blanket is, I challenge you in 2017, man up, put that blanket down, step outside of your comfort zone, get outside of your bubble, challenge yourself this year. You know that when we think about how we build muscle, there's a breaking down process. In order to build new muscle, you have to damage and destroy the old muscle. What does that mean? When you're lifting weights, you have to push your muscles past the point of fatigue, past the point of comfort. So you don't sit there. If you go to the weight room and you just lift weights and you're comfortable and you're not tired, you don't get sore, you may increase your endurance. You may even see some results, but you're not going to get stronger. In 2017, it's time to man up. It's time to get stronger. It's time to push ourselves past the comfort zone. Put the blanket down. Challenge yourself. Man up. All right? Don't forget, go to the Marriage Matters page, like it, follow us. If you have any comments, any feedback on this episode of Man Up Mondays, go ahead and reply with your comments if you like it. Share, tag some of your friends, tag 2 or 3 other guys that you're challenging this year to be better, to put their blanket down and to man up. All right? Peace. I'll catch you next time.